fake the handoff. Now Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. Working with a 2nd and 4. Goff now looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Goff. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Ready? Happy Lions! Happy street! Happy street!
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Hurts. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They go play action with Hurts out to his left. Hurts fumbles it, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or 2.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. Goff on first down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. Does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable. Nice decision-making and took care of the football.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. 6-0 our score after 1. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Out of the gun. Gone. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a game of 16. 1st and 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 9-yard line.
To the air again. Goff. Toward the pylon. Caught. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So their 2nd touchdown of this first half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run the option left. Hurts fumbles it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Play action. It's Goff. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 42 yards. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it. They did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
So the two-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these. Now the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking here for Smith downfield. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches in the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
After the interception, here's Goff. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. This one swung out to Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now it's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This one taken just inside the 10. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now. Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Hurts.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 42 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Gone. Complete to right.
He's got room at the 30. Big strides, look at him go.
Touchdown!
Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it's been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? Not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. But first down, Hurts. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Dragon 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second down and goal. Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
14.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 4th down, Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Normally, you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams punching it in from a yard away.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him. One of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
A gain of 25 yards. And an Eagles first down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play.